afternoon, everybody. My name is Brandy Wallace. Before we get started today, I want to tell you all a quick story. So in the late 1800s, these people pictured here got on a boat from Poland to the United States to start their new life. And little did they know that 4 generations later, their great-great-granddaughter would be speaking to you all today about their country and its culture. So real quick, I'm going to introduce you to these people right here. On the left is Stanislaw Narszewski. He is my great-great-grandfather. And the picture to the right is, he's also pictured standing in the back with his wife to his left, Anastasia Narszewski. And seated in front of them are some of Stanislaw Narszewski's cousins. So today I would like to speak to you about Polish culture because I feel it is very important to get to know other countries' culture and how things work, just to better understand our history and why things have taken place. Also to better appreciate the communities that make up where we're living today, and to better understand where our family and friends come from. So I'm going to cover 3 main points today. The first being the basics of the country, so the basics of Poland as far as where it's located, its demographics and stuff like that. The next point being religions of the country, and followed by that, I'm going to discuss with you some examples of Polish holidays. So starting out, as far as Poland, the basics. Poland is a country rich in history, located in North Central Europe. It is located right, I'll show you the pointer here, this green country right here. It makes up 117,000 square miles of land, and it's mainly mountainous land with rivers and lakes and whatnot. But regardless of such geography, the population manages to be comprised of well over 38 million people. And those that reside in this country often are addressed as Poles, and as you may have guessed, they speak the Polish language. So since I've covered the basics, I'm going to move on to the religions of the country. So as far as dominating religions of the country, Roman Catholicism is the predominant religion in Poland, representing about 90% of its population. The remaining 10% belong to religious organizations such as Islam, Judaism, Eastern Orthodox, and so on. In addition to these people, there is a small group of people that just simply don't practice religion, but those that do they would say that it takes up a big part of their life as far as how they carry out day-to-day activities. So that leads me to religion and public life. So as far as religion and public life in Poland, while the country's constitution provides the separation of religion and state, the influence of religion on its population is very undeniable. You can see this as far as the fact that Catholic crucifixes are commonly found on both public and private establishments. And as far as customs they practice are pilgrimages to holy places, Advent and Lent retreats, and parish feast days. And these are just a few of the many traditions that make up Poland's religious identity. So now that I've covered both the basics and the religions of Poland, I want to move on to just a few examples of Polish holidays. So the first being a holiday that we know well in the United States, and it's Easter. However, in Poland, it's usually celebrated over a 3-day period. So the Saturday of Easter weekend, families often bring baskets full of food and bring them to the church, and they will get blessed by the priest. And containing in this bag are colored eggs called pisonki. And on the next day, they will feast on these blessed foods and share the pisonki. And those that eat pisonki will bring good fortune, will have good luck for the rest of the year, and so on. And on the final day, which is the Monday following Easter Sunday, they participate in an event called Smigus Dingus. And in this event, they drench one another in buckets of water, balloons full of water, and this is usually to bring good fortune as well, similar to the pisonki. So the next holiday I'll cover is St. Andrew's Day, and that's the image to the right here. And on this holiday, it's often known as a holiday where you can look into the future, get an idea of what's soon to come. So it is held on November 30th. However, the night of November 29th, people will participate in activities to look into the future per se. So what they'll do is melt some hot wax, pour it into some cold water, and as soon as the wax is hardened, they'll take it out of the water and look at the shape of the wax. So whatever that shape may look like is a hint to what's to come. So for example, if a young lady were pour some wax in cold water and it came out and it looked like a small child, they may get pregnant in the future. So that's just one of the many examples, and two of the examples of the many holidays celebrated in Poland. So today, my purpose was to explain to you the cultures of Poland, such as the basics, religion, and some examples of holidays. And to take from this, I would like y'all to look at this quote by Pablo Casals, who is a Spanish composer. And it says, "The love of one's country is a splendid thing, but why should love stop at the border?" So as you go on to the future, I hope you all take a moment to learn about other people's culture. That way you can